Hello and welcome to this video on geocoding, most frequently occurring errors and hands-on solutions. For this video I've chosen to provide you with the case of high schools in the province of Utrecht. I will show you a recording of a previous work of mine. Here you see all the schools in the region of Utrecht with their address, and I need to have that address in a Excel file for me to be able to geocode the schools in a ArcGIS environment later. So that is simple but time-consuming work. It's 89 schools in total, and I have to order the data in a convenient way with the address and type of school and the name of the school all in one row. So that is what you see here. I'm done, I'm finished. I'm preparing my data file for later and I save it. In the exercise, this is already done to you, for you. The out of buildings have already been managed for you in a convenient way, and the only step that you have to do is to do it in the GPS visualizer. Here I show you how it is done from scratch. Very important to save it as an XLS file, not an XLSX, but an XLS file. And when I have all my data, I can visualize it using the GPS visualizer. I need to geocode multiple addresses. So as an input I have the address, the postal code, and of course I also need the code, which is provided under tips, under course content. There you will find a code underneath which allows you to geocode multiple addresses with the GPS visualizer. We have to make the settings in order. It's raw list, and we have to select Bing Maps. Field separator is a comma. We can start geocoding. The first address is going alright, but I see the second address already has an error. And this is one of the most frequently occurring errors, that some of the addresses are going alright and some of the addresses are not. I skip forward time a little bit here. The geocoding has been done. I open a new Excel file, and all the data is here in one column. And what I want to split this one column in multiple columns. I do that with gegevens, or in English under data, text to columns, separated, and then when I choose separated, I use the comma as a separator, and Excel recognizes that with every comma a new column has to be made, and that is done here, as you can see. Now this is the most frequently occurring problem with managing your data. It has recognized the point as a comma separator, which is all wrong. So what I do is I'll just rewind a little bit. You can see here it recognizes the latitude in millions and the longitude in 100,000s. That is all wrong. It should be 52 and 5 and then a lot of decimals after. The point which is used in the GPS visualizer is recognized here as a digit separator, where it is a decimal separator. So I have to change that, and I will show you how right now. So make sure in your own output that the output is in 52 and 5s and not in 5 million and 500,000s. This data is useless now, so I will change my language settings under language and settings. right here, and I choose as a decimal separator point and as a digit separator comma. That is how the GPS visualizer provides us. It's an English website, so it provides us with an English way of separation of the comma and the digits. Sorry, the digits and the decimals. Here I'm trying to get extra. I try to get to see the decimals. I have to adjust the cel-eigenschappen for that. Can't think so quickly of the English translation for that. I choose number and 8 decimals just to be sure that there is enough. And I see that now the latitude and also the longitude is displayed in a correct way. So you really, before you input the data from the GPS visualizer in your Excel file, make sure that your language settings are in order. Now I have some empty output, and I also have to do something about that, especially when it is my own project and for example in the Atlas, and I want to visualize the schools in Utrecht. That is also some time-consuming work. One by one I have to add the addresses and, for example, put Netherlands behind it, and then it will recognize the address actually is in the Netherlands, and the GPS visualizer provides me with the right code. And this has to be done for all the addresses. I have forwarded time again a little bit here. It's all done. I copy-paste the latitude and the longitude into my old file, so I can use all the data that I have so carefully managed before. I will just prepare my data in a right way for ArcGIS later, so I will make the title headers bold. And I save my project again as an XLS file. Then I can open ArcGIS. First I open the XLS file. And I also need some idea of where in the Netherlands we are, so I will put a map of the municipalities of the Netherlands as a background into the ArcGIS. Which can be found in the L drive under Nederland gemeentekaart 2016 and gemeentegrenzen, which are municipal borders. So here I see the Netherlands, and I have my Excel file in the ArcGIS. I will just check if it all converted okay and if it displays correctly in the table. So I open the table of my Excel and I check the latitude and the longitudes, which seem to be in order. You can see ArcGIS automatically leaves the zeros in the end. I choose the longitude for X and the latitude for Y, and I display my data. And this is the third error which happens a lot, which is that I forgot to set my coordinate system right. So the coordinate system of the Netherlands and the coordinate system of the GPS visualizer don't match. So I will do it again. I deleted the old file, and now from the Excel file again I choose the right representation, which is WGS 1984 under World. And when I do it now, I see that the points are all displayed in the right province, on the right place. Don't forget to export your file as a shapefile, so you can use it for later. This GPS file this geocoding file that you have generated now is perfectly capable, is very suitable for further analysis. For example, I can put buffers now around my high schools in the province of Utrecht, which is very interesting for further analysis. So this geocoding map for your Atlas project is quite logically also related to the analysis map later. That concludes this video on geocoding. There will be one more video on analysis, and good luck with that geocoding on this course further on.